All right, turn that up. Let's do it.
You are now about to witness
Knicks Real Talk just entered the chat. We ain't Google apps like Google Maps. We don't use our YouTube frugal with stats as usual facts. It's your man, the brand, his hands on, going hard like calluses. Who style just aiming at your mental with the game analysis on a pregame show. Read the script, you know we get it like crypto in the rip though. I side really cryptic, we locked them from the get-go. On this Knicks show, it's the co-pilots in the cloud like Microsoft. We hot like salt, the KRT strip club leading up to tip off. We flew like confident, put your Nick content in beast mode like our charm. We a cheat code, we rolled the ball too far for you to reach on. We got teach on the show that's fire. Price Knicks going to the wire. Hit the entire game, somewhere in front of me, the numbers be. They don't lie, Korea popped up from the third eye, you heard why. It's the #1 pregame show that's hitting like Soto. But picture the photo of your bro to the lens of that moto. It's the OGs, we outside riding in the orange and blue skies. In the Metropolitan, we connect in the vets go wallowing. And the matters with the massive without shaking asses. The team streaming on major platforms of passion. Fans asking who the creed that's in the building killing this Nick shit assassin.
You are now about to witness
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
You are now about to witness
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
You are now about to witness
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire! He's on fire! He's on fire!
Yo, good evening, good evening, good evening. What's going down, everybody? Salute, salute, salute. You know what it is, man. Divine Shot Power. This is the pregame show. Knicks Real Talk. We in the building, man. Knicks in New Orleans Pelicans at the world most famous arena about another hour or so, man. We're going to go out there and get it popping and try to win this game, man. But salute to everybody, man. Hope y'all having a great day today, a great evening today, man. I'm glad to be here with my brother so we can get it popping. So first of all, let me bring my brother in the building so we really can get it popping. Shot Power, what's good, my man?
Salute to you, Divine, as always. Salute to the family in the chat. Brian, always. Let's get it.
Let's get it. What is good to the chat, my people? What is popping? We in here, man. What's good? Crim's dad, I see you, my brother. What's good? What's good, Crims? I'm Darren with Papa Queen Darlene and BB for life, brother Beather. What's good, my dude? What's popping? JR, my brother Jermaine Royce. And what is good, man? Salute to everybody, man. Brian the Cop, as always. Thank you for being a member, man. Keep supporting the show. And everybody always supporting the show, money or no money. We don't even look at it like that, but we appreciate everybody supporting our show. Just to subscribing and everything, man. What is good, Dave Hoff? What's popping, my man? But yeah, Shop Pop, we got a game against the Pelicans today. Ladies and gentlemen, win the night. We tied for the second spot, ladies and gentlemen. We just got finished having a good conversation about it the other day. Ladies and gentlemen, we win the game tonight. Boston don't play tomorrow, and they got the Thunder tomorrow. But anyway, if we win the night, ladies and gentlemen, you right there tied for second. Oh, word up. I am excited about that. So let's hope we don't go down here and take these guys for granted because they got a good team, even though I don't think they're going to be able to make me and Shot Power just will talk about it in the background. They 9 games out of the playing spot, so I don't think they're going to get there. But they got some talent down there, so we can't take these guys for granted tonight. But Shot Power, what's good with you, my man? What's going on? How you doing, my brother? What's popping?
Everything good to go, man. I'm ready for this Knicks talk, man. I'm ready to talk about the Knicks today, man. You know, but like you said, not a game to take lightly, you know what I mean? And this is the New York Knicks, you know what I mean? So no teams come to play New York Knicks and they want to be all NBA, all-star, show off all that what they could do, you know what I mean, and all these other things. So let's be prepared. I think the Knicks will be, you know what I mean? I think pretty much everybody's back, and we got some good news about Deuce. So let's get it.
Yeah, real talk, man. It's going to be a fun game tonight, man. I'm excited about it because I think I said these guys, you can't take it for granted, man. These cats got a good team down there, and they got a plethora of talent. Too bad it didn't work out for them this year because they got some good talent down there in New Orleans, man. But after they fired Willie Green, I kind of knew that wasn't going to be the same. So, we can't disrespect the talent they got. James Barago and them got some good guys on there. Yeah, man, it's gonna be, it's another game we like to win, get to 48 wins, ladies and gentlemen, because the season's almost over, man. After this, 9 games after this, ladies and gentlemen. The season came, the season went. You know what I mean? And but tonight we want to get that 48 victory and just keep us tied for second place until we see what happens from there. It's going to be some back and forth with this team, the Boston Celtics, because like I said, we win tonight, we in second, but if they win tomorrow, we back in third by a half game. So it's going to be like that for the last 9 games. Their schedule was pretty tough. Our schedule was pretty tough. Tonight, next week we got a really daunting schedule. As a matter of fact, starting this week, Thursday, obviously they're out here in Charlotte. Then they got go out there with the Thunder. They got the Rockets. Then they got one more game coming back this way. Then they come home for a bit, and then they got to go to Atlanta, so back and forth. And these guys got a tough schedule too. So overall, man, we just got to beat the team that's in front of us and let Boston do what Boston's gonna do. We can't control what we can't control. So not so much to worry about them, but just hope they lose their games. And then we want that second spot for a reason. Like I said, for me personally, Shop House, I just want to see the team win a division because we haven't won it in a while. Other than that, it doesn't matter. But I really believe we're gonna get that though. I have no doubt about that. We're gonna get that thing, man. And when we do, we can just sit there in the second seed and do what we do, man. Like I said, I'm excited about it, man. And all that good stuff, man. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, it's another game on the doctrine. We got to go out there and play ball tonight.
Yeah, that's a fact, Devon. I mean, Knicks been fair. They one thing that I liked about the last game is they came out on top of things. You know what I mean? And we start seeing it in the differentials at the end of quarters. So I mean, if the Knicks get out there and play regular Knicks basketball like this, moving the basketball where everybody when everybody helps out, it's going to be very, very hard for the Knicks to lose. You know what I mean? And even when everyone is not on top of their game, somebody's on top of their game. And that's one of the good things about the Knicks. You never know who it's going to be, if it's going to be one or if it's going to be 7 guys scoring double-doubles. Not double-doubles, double-digit scoring. I mean, so I look forward to seeing this game today because this team is a team that, if they wasn't, they would hurt a little bit too. I was looking into something, but make no mistake, this Pelican team is going to come play the Knicks hard tonight, for real.
Yeah, absolutely, man. They're uber talented, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, they had mad injuries this year, ladies and gentlemen. They had a lot of injuries this year, so we definitely can't take them guys for granted. Zion there, Trey Murphy, Jones, you name it. They got now Devontae Murray back in the fold down there. And imagine we would have played at the beginning of the season. A lot of guys was hurt down there. They got Sadiq Bey, all them guys down there. So, this one team, like I said, they ain't coming Madison Garden to win tonight. But I also don't think – I think our team is playing good basketball right now. But I think this is the best competition we played in the winning streak that we had. In the 6-game winning streak, I think this is the best competition. The other teams was okay, the Washingtons and so on and so on. This is one of the most stellar teams that, from a talent standpoint, that we played in this 6-game winning streak. So, but what I do like about it, and I'll tell our pals early in the background, ladies and gentlemen, reason why I like this game right here, this talented team, because I think, you don't want to go into Charlotte Thursday playing somebody like Washington or the Nets. At least you're going into Charlotte playing a team with this type of talent, because this type of talent they got here, the same type of talent they got down here in Charlotte. Ball, Miller, Bridges, Cooper. So this is a good test for the Knicks in the sense that I think this team will help the Knicks get up for Thursday's game. And that's why I'm glad that we playing a team like New Orleans today, because I think they got a lot of talent, and you're gonna have to go out there and bring your A game tonight to beat these guys for sure. And that's a fact. You know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm really looking forward to Knicks getting at it. My guys been playing pretty well. Big Cat been playing well. Anunoby been playing well. Jalen Brunson is playing well. The team is playing well. Mitchell Robinson is playing good basketball for the Knicks, ladies and gentlemen. What I do like about what Mitchell Robinson is doing, he's blocking shots at a more of a rate lately than early in the year. He had 3 the last game, maybe like 3 or 4 the other game. Now he seems like he's getting back to that side of the ball where he's blocking shots in the paint, and I think that helps out in the transition game for us and all that good stuff. So I'm really excited about it. But salute to Nick. Let's get it tonight, man. But salute to the chat too. Jay Choden, what's popping? I see you in there. Darren, what's good, my man? Salute to the chat. Real talk, man. Let me highlight some people real quick. But yeah, man, salute to everybody. I'm ready to get this thing going, man. Shop out. We just need to win this game and move on to the next. And get ready for that big that gauntlet for the next four games that we got coming up. But first and foremost tonight, let me piggyback up something you were saying a few minutes ago. I mean, this team is playing good. They clicking. Alvarado's coming back into the fold. He's playing well. We got a lot of guys who's the Warriors still playing well. What about Coley the other day? Counting the G League and the game the other day, he had 50-some points.
52, 53, something like that.
Like that, yeah. But it's just good to see that we got a lot of guys who can go in there and get it done. Clarkson seems like he's getting back in the fold. He's playing well. But I see a lot of energy and effort, and that's what I want to have you see, that these guys are playing with a lot of swag right now, a lot of motivation and all that good stuff. So these guys, and right now until the other guys get to where they need to be, I think we got enough to go get it done. Shop Howard.
Yeah, Mitchell Robinson is getting blocks because these young boys be wanting to try to contest Mitchell Robinson. You know, the older guys, they know Mitchell Robinson. Guys, Mitch is a vet. Let's be clear. Mitch been in the league 8 years. I mean, Mitch is out rebounding per 36 minutes some teams this year. I said 3 earlier. Mike Brown said on the last telecast, was it 10? I think he said like 10. I was like, whoa, 10. I seen 2 or 3. He said 10. Anyway, Mitchell Robinson is getting those busters. Those young boys think that they can score on Mitchell Robinson like they don't know Mitch. Oh, this big guy, let me just try to score on Mitch. Yeah, that's how I feel. But and the team is playing much better together. And the more that you get, you know, he runs a solid lineup, man. This guy Brown, I sometimes I criticize him about certain things and say certain things, but you know exactly when somebody's getting ready to come in, and you know exactly right around the time when somebody's getting ready to come out, and it's right around their time to come out. He has maximized this team to lower minutes with better production.
Yeah. Another thing too, Mitchell Robinson is more healthier, ladies and gentlemen.
That's a fact.
That foot is more healed now, so they give him the ability to jump up off the floor a little bit more, because now the foot is, from compared to the beginning of the season to now, the foot seems like the foot has got much better, and and he just roaming, man, because him and I like the fact that Mike Brown is going to that double big lineup a lot. Him and Karl-Anthony Towns, that's putting a lot of pressure on a lot of teams, especially the way Karl-Anthony Towns is playing defense, ladies and gentlemen. Now with the way Karl-Anthony Towns is playing defense, and Mitch in there with him, that's a good look for the Knicks. You know what I mean? And it don't matter if it's starting off, it don't matter. But once they're in there, he mixing it up with them two guys. Then you put Anunoby and Mikal in the equation with their defense, and Alvarado and all these guys. So it just seems like it's working out the way it's working. And hopefully we go up against a stellar competition and don't lose a step. Because like I said, these next 4 games coming up is a lot of great competition, man. And we have beat some good competition before, but I think the way we playing now, let's see how this is a big test for us. I like it for a lot of reasons, ladies and gentlemen. This schedule we got right now is preparing us for the playoffs. This schedule we got coming up, Charlotte, playoff team possible. But we won't count New Orleans, but they got playoff talent. They're not a playoff team, but they got playoff talent. But Charlotte playoff team, Houston playoff team, OKC playoff team, Atlanta playoff team. So this schedule to me it could work out better for the Knicks, because I think it's gonna set them up well for the playoffs. You know, because some of these teams go into the playoff shot powers with the weak schedule at the end, and the competition be weak. But then when they get to the playoff, the competition is stellar, and you haven't adjusted from that weak competition to that stellar competition. But I do believe that the Knicks right now is playing a stellar competition in the next 5 to 9 games or whatever. I think it's going to bode well for them, because that means they're going to be battle tested for us talent wise. That's why I like about tonight's game. Athletic dudes, shoot the ball, could do everything with that ball on that court tonight. Zion, Murphy, all of them can get it. So it's going to be a good test for tonight. And I want to see how they perform tonight, man. I'm really looking forward to this game, Shop Howard, just to see how we match up against these guys, because the last couple of games we really haven't played nobody this talented from my standpoint.
Yeah, you're right. And just to revert right back to Mitchell Robinson, you know, Mitchell Robinson is getting is really healthy, because he was averaging about 16, 17 points a game. 16, 17 minutes a game. He's almost at 20, 21 minutes a game now. You know what I mean? Slowly implementing him. And I love when they play that big man, that two big man lineup. You right, Divine. Mitchell Robinson makes Cat play better defense. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but Mitch and they look for each other. You see Mitch pass it to Cat the other day. Cat go to the hole, throw it down. Cat down low, throwing it over here to Mitch. Mitch catching it, throwing it down. They looking for each other. Very, very, and they're like two of the best rebounders in the league. One defensive rebound double rebounding in Cat, and Mitch Robinson, one of the best offensive rebounder, if not the best in the league. So what you gonna do, man? I like the way we're going down the thing and the rotations. Like I said, you'll see for a minute and before Cat get in with Mitch, four guards and Mitchell Robinson. You know what I mean? And that's like 2.5, 3 minutes about you. He runs this guy. The more I watch, the more I'll be like, oh, he about to sub in this dude right now. And here comes Diawara. So I see what he's doing, and he uses them right around the same time, so they know what about how many minutes they're gonna get. If you're playing pretty good, you're gonna get a little longer leash. If you're not playing that good, you're at least gonna get a little shorter. Somebody that's hot is gonna get a little bit more minutes, like Clarkson been recently, like Alvarado's starting to get back soon. So it's gonna be real good to watch when Deuce get back here as well.
Yeah. You know what's interesting? Just to piggyback off your thought about Mitchell Robinson, ladies and gentlemen, Mitchell Robinson doing this, and he's not even playing. Like, can you imagine his number that per 36 minutes a game?
Right.
That's what I was. Sometimes I like people don't realize like Mitchell Robinson doing this in 20 minutes, 18 minutes. Imagine that cat having start lineup minutes, like 30 minutes, 33 minutes a game. If it weren't for his injuries, that boy would be a terrorist on that damn backboard, yo. And a lob threat and all that. But because of the injury history, it minimized what he could do because he don't get a lot of minutes. But see, I think all that changes now that he's ramping it up for the playoffs. I think Mitchell Robinson gets 24 minutes or better in the playoffs, and when he do, I think it's going to be a problem for everybody, man. Because I just think that he's a game changer on that side of the ball for the Knicks. So let's hope that he stays healthy and gets to the playoffs. And if he gets to the playoffs healthy, it'll be different than last year when he just got back 16 games before the playoffs. Then this year, be playing the whole season going into the playoffs. No, stamina wasn't there, cardio wasn't there. None of that. Now Mitchell Robinson played the whole season going into the playoff for the Knicks this year. And if he stay healthy, I think he's going to be a game changer for the Knicks because I mean they got him at full strength. So let's hope that he stays well. But I'd say all that to say that him and Karl-Anthony Towns really does it well together. And I'm happy to see them cats playing well together like that, man. I mean, allow Big Cat every now and then pop out by the 3-point line because you got a big man down there who can rebound the basketball, and that allowed Big Cat to work with his bag every now and then from out that way. Outside in sometime, and I think it's a good look for them. But ladies and gentlemen, real quick, the game tonight is streaming on Fubo and NBA League Pass if you have the subscriptions or whatever, and MSG and NBA League Pass for all those who need to know where the game is being streamed at, as you see down there on the bottom of the ticker. But other than that, Shot Power is, like I said, just another good game on the doctrine, man. I'm excited about it. Let me shout out some people in the chat. Celso CPF is in the building. Celso, we're good. Drip Moore, what's good? Drip, what's poppin', man? Good to see you, my bro. Glad to see you in the chat, Drip. If I see you in the chat, that means I know you live, and I hope you're well. Chris Rowe, what's poppin', my man? Good to see you as well. But super, my man, Drip, man, for real. But yeah, Shop Pilot, just like I said, another game on the doctor, but it's a good game. And these cats got uber talent over there, and I'm ready for them to go out there tonight and battle hard and scratch hard and claw and fight and kick and do all the shit they need to do to win that game, to get tied for that second place, ladies and gentlemen. We fueled by confidence up in here. Knicks better be fueled by confidence on that court tonight. But we need to go in there and get this thing, man. Win this game tonight. Let's hope that OKC beat Boston in Boston tomorrow night. Then we got sole possession of the second spot by half a game. So it should be fun all the way around, Shop Power.
I'm just waiting, you know what I mean? As the time ticks down, we'll see how things go. And like every game when we get on here, we talk about the Knicks. We was talking about it was a big game, the third game of the season. So tonight, another big game. And I mean, this game can help us get to second. Makes it easier for us to stay with 7 games at home. It helps us out, you know what I mean, in the long stretch. You know what I mean? There's still a lot of games left and a lot of things to shake and bake right now, I think. But if we want this second position, we got a good opportunity to get in it right now. So while the getting is good, why not get it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let's get it.
Yeah, but what do you think about that game night, man? Listen, like Zion, Herb Jones, fucking Trey Murphy the third. Here's a good thing about the game tonight. From a good feeling standpoint, Alvarado get to play his old boys, man. You know what I mean? So that's a good thing too. Alvarado get to play the team that traded him to the Knicks. So Alvarado everybody want to come out there and get it done tonight, ladies and gentlemen, knowing that Pelicans traded him to the New York Knicks. Rightfully so. It's all good. I hope Alvarado go out there have fun. Don't overkill yourself out there, because I know you want to beat these boys down tonight. But I think he got a lot of love over there. Them his former boys. He hurt him when he had to leave New Orleans, man, because they didn't know that cat played his last for many years there, and he meant a lot to that team. But I'm glad he's in New York, and that'll really get it popping. Yeah, for real. So you ain't lying about that, boy. That Charlotte ain't gonna be something down here, my man. Where's Bone? That's gonna be a good one. But that's why I say I like this game tonight, because the talent level on Charlotte and this team is about the same. You know what I mean? It really is. I mean, Charlotte got the ball, got some talent down there, and these guys got talent here. Even though Charlotte in the play-in, these guys they out of the play-in, but they would have been healthy. I think they would have been in there. I think they would have been in there if they would have been healthy all year. So that's why I kind of said it what I said earlier. Like, this game set us well to come down to Charlotte and play these guys on Thursday, because a team like them can make us more ready for Charlotte. Don't take it for granted, because they're gonna kind of come down here and try to wax the Knicks Thursday. So I think it's gonna be a fun one tonight. I'm looking for the Knicks to go out there. Zion gonna try to electrify the Garden and all that good stuff. So it's gonna be funny tonight. It's gonna be nice tonight, man. It's gonna be a big. I'm really looking forward to this game for sure.
Yeah, I can't wait till we get to the matchups, but it's going to be something to watch tonight. And like I say, Zion is in the Garden, baby, against the New York Knicks, baby. Come on, man. Come on. They're going to come in here and try to ball out. You know what I mean? Zion going to try to look like he's an all-star tonight. You know what I mean? But we got some solutions for him. Let's see.
Facts. We got some ballers, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. We got some ballers in New York. I'm excited about this thing, man. I know the positivity is one thing, but my feeling tell me about this team, Shot Power. If knock on wood, if nobody get injured going into the playoffs, the Knicks is going to be a hard out for anybody.
I ain't worried about it. I mean, I still talk about matchups, but in the East, I know we had a horrible time against Detroit this year. 2 games that were kind of like one game when two of our guys just came back from injury. I was like, all right, whatever, okay. But everybody else in the East, I'm not knocking any team in the East, but facts say that we did pretty well in the East, and we do pretty well at home. And I mean, and we're not a bad away team.
Facts.
Let's get it.
Yeah, well, let's talk about that. Let's go over the stats and everything. We can really get and talk about all that, man. What's going on with everything? Because we definitely got a good team going on here, man. So I ain't never scared of nobody, like they said. But ladies and gentlemen, you look at that right there. That's the reason why I'm always giddy about it. New Orleans Pelicans 25 and 47. Check it out. Look at the records. They flipped. 25 and 47, 47 and 25. Ain't that crazy? It's a flip. So it's literally flipped. But they're 11th in the standard. We 3rd in the standards. Look at the record, the home and loss record. On the road, they 9 and 25. At home, we 26 and 9. Almost flipped. But here's the difference, ladies and gentlemen. 20th in offense rating, 3rd in offense rating, 23rd in defense, 5th in defense. Overall net rating in the NBA, they 21st and we 5. But I believe their talent is way better than 20 and 23, though. You know what I mean? Their talent is better than 20 offense rating and 23rd defense rating. It's just that overall, when you look at the whole combined of the whole season from the day one to now, with all the variables in there, that's why they are where they are like that. But their talent ain't that, though. They got uber talent over there, man. And now with Devontae Murray back in the fold, them guys, they had won some pretty good games. So I'm looking so forward to this thing tonight real quick, man. I think it's one of the things, Shop Power, we can't take it for granted. We got to bring our A game to beat these guys. If we don't bring our A game to beat these guys, it will be a problem tonight. You know what I mean? Because this is not the New Jersey Nets. It's not who we just beat the other day. Hanley, excuse me. Let me get to that. And I'll tell you, it ain't them guys. We beat. Here you go right here. Their last 5 games. Look at, ladies and gentlemen, they 3-2. They only lost to Cleveland by 5. They beat the Clippers twice, and one time waxed them 124 to 109. They waxed the obviously the Dallas Mavericks, but they only lost the Houston Rockets by 2. So that's what I mean. This team got talent over there. So we can't take them guys lightly today. We got to go in there and play hard today to beat these guys. But at the same time, though, ladies and gentlemen, look at us. But like I said, this ain't the Washington Wizards we playing tonight. It's not the Brooklyn Nets. It's not the Indiana Pacers. Not the Golden State Warriors neither. And like I said, so we got to be ready for these guys tonight, man, because they got some talent down there and they got skilled players. But I think we go out there and be victorious tonight, though. I think we got skilled and talent players too. But I think our team is more formulated, more coached better. They're more prepared. They got more continuity and everything. So but that's still gonna be a tough game tonight, though. I wouldn't be surprised if this team be real close tonight. But they in their red drip tonight, ladies and gentlemen. You know, we in a black drip. I call it the funeral drip. Y'all know me. We in the funeral drip tonight for sure. Look at that starting lineup. Devontae Murray, 18 a game. Sadiq Bey, 17 a game. Zion Wilson, 21 a game. Herb Jones, look at 21. They got in there. This is New York Knicks. Jalen Brunson, 20-something a game. Cat's 20-something a game. Anunoby's numbers, Mikal's numbers, and Josh Hart numbers. So hypothetically, they are just as close to us. But what's the difference to me is this right here. Nobody on that team got double-digit rebounds, ladies and gentlemen. Big Cat, you could put two people together and Big Cat out-rebound them by themselves. So now you add Josh Hart's rebound number, which I'll show you right there. 12 rebounds for him, 7 for Josh Hart. So 20 rebounds between Josh Hart and Anthony Towns alone, and you can take 5 guys. It takes 4 guys to get 20 rebounds on that squad, and it takes damn near 2 guys to get 20 rebounds on our squad. So, you know, that got to be the Knicks' premise tonight is to crash the glass and bully ball the crap. And you got to take in mind, Anunoby giving you 5 rebounders too. So 3 of our guys out-rebound their whole team, their whole starting lineup. So that means that Mikal gets his 4 rebounds and Brunson gets some more. Then I think that's going to be, so the key to me tonight is going to be the rebounding numbers. Can the Knicks out-rebound them the way they normally should? And they obviously you got Messi and all them guys on the bench for Mitchell Robinson, and all them guys got to come through for us on the bench tonight. But it's going to be a fun one, man, no doubt about it. Bruce Goins is the only ones out for them tonight for the New York Knicks, ladies and gentlemen. Miles McBride still out; he back pretty soon. Kevin McCullough Jr. is out with a quad, and Landry Shamet still out for the knee. That's right, rest Landry Shamet. We got guys who can fill him up. The Warrior good in that spot. Clarkson good in that spot till we get back. So that's a good thing. So, you know, like I said, this is a deep team we have over here. We got guys who can fill in for other guys when they're not ready.
And McCullough hurt again? He ain't never going to make it. He hurt again?
Yeah, real cool. Yo, salute to the chat, man. AP was good to see you, my man. Was popping. Salute to you as well, my man. What's good, AP? Good to see you, my dude. But yeah, Shot Powers, I like overall the matchups and everything like that. But I tell you what, Zion and Anunoby gonna be special. Then I think you're gonna have to throw probably it's gonna be tough for the Knicks because that means you got to throw Mikal on probably Trey Murphy the third. Or who you gonna throw on? Or actually, what I would do, I probably would put Josh Hart on either Trey Murphy. I would put him on Trey Murphy, put Anunoby on Zion, and I would put Mikal on Devontae Murray. And
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and because Sadiq Bey is not a high leaper, he's a big, strong dude. I probably have to put Jalen Brunson on him. So it's gonna be interesting how these matchups go tonight, man. But
you might see if Bay's in the starting unit, you got to put at least Hard on Bay because Bay's like 6'8".
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. But so if you do that, let me go back and let me
Murray. I mean, Murray. You said Murray playing right? It got to be. Yeah. He like 6'8". He's like 6'5". He's a big guy. He's big
too. Yeah. So that's what makes me say that I think you throw Mikal on him because Mikal got the length like him. Only reason I had to go Jalen Brunson or Sadiq Bey. I think Jalen Brunson's got a strong enough body, and Sadiq Bey is not an athletic jumping dude. So, you know, and Jalen Brunson's good at getting in front of you and dealing with these charges and everything. And Sadiq Bey is a shooter. I mean, his game is predicated. So I don't know. It's going to be an interesting matchup, ladies and gentlemen. There's going to be some good matchups tonight. That's why we can't sleep on this team because if you don't bring it tonight, ladies and gentlemen, these cats will mess around and win that game in the Garden. I don't think it's going to happen, but it can. But like I said, you look at the competition they've been beating lately. They beat the Clippers twice. You know what I mean? They beat some good teams over there, man. these cats is good. They really good, man. They like I said, but let's see how it goes tonight, man. We just got to bring our A game tonight and hope our bench come through and our rebounding numbers come through. Their defense is not that great. Devontae Murray can defend with the best of them. So that's one guy you got to watch out for in that starting lineup. Zion will do what he do, leaping in the air, blocking shots, and all this guys. It's gonna be a good game, ladies and gentlemen. For this to be not a playoff team we playing from a record standpoint, but it's a playoff team in talent, and I think that's gonna make it a good game tonight. I really hope these go out there and get it tonight, Shot Powers.
Yeah, if this team healthy this year, they definitely at least in the playing.
Facts.
I mean, I think that the way they, I mean, let's look at their starting lineup.
Yep.
And they 6'5", 6'6", 6'8", 6'8". Come on, they got some big guys over there. I mean, Sadiq Bey drive. We was looking for see. Don't be surprised if he get out there and try to. Last time we played him, but didn't he have like 30?
Yeah, he was
so
cooking.
Don't think that right. He was cooking. Don't think that y'all didn't want to get me right now, but come over here and cook on y'all again.
Yeah, right.
So we got to watch out. You know, Zion's going to want to get busiest in the garden. Right. He could have been out all year. He coming to the garden. He want to play.
He want to play. Bro.
So let's get it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. Trey Murphy can get down. It's gonna be a good
one. You know he don't want to turn up.
I love this game from a competition standpoint. What's the deal, Ron Mills? You know the deal. What's good, Mills? What's good, my bro? Yeah, Shop Power. The competition standpoint. What I like about the game more than anything is the competition level. It's talent out there tonight, man. And like iron sharp as iron. We already know how it goes, man. You know what I mean? A mano and everything. Your piece of law wise, piece of the God. What's good, my man? Peace. But let me bring Jay Chosen in the building, man. What's good, Jay Chosen? What's popping, my man? Can't hear you.
Now?
Yeah, I hear you now. What's good, dude? Say something.
I've said like 5 things. You don't hear me at all?
Now we do, but a few minutes ago.
That's because I wasn't talking. I was faking like I couldn't. No, I was talking. Anyway, I was doing a pantomime joint. It's like, you know, you get paid for with the hat on the ground. Anyway, what's popping to my brothers? Sorry for that last minute. I was walking around the house. I figured, you know, let me try these out. I'll do the old phone, broke it out. So I was trying to gamble on the other one. Anywho, yeah, look, about this game tonight. I think the key to this game tonight is rebounds, period. It is getting on their board, staying under their basket. Obviously, it's always, for us, it's always going to have to be a concentrated effort to defend the 3-point line, no matter what. No matter what. That has been sometimes throughout the year our Achilles heel. And so since we have gotten higher and higher in this defense, in our defensive numbers, or, you know, throughout the league, that's the one thing that we've improved on. You know, getting out and protecting that line. Now, being that it's New Orleans, I think that a lot of people might have it twisted that New Orleans, due to their record, is in the same type of circumference as like the Brooklyn Nets were. They're not. They're not at all. Actually, you know, I hate the term because we've all had teams like that. Oh, on paper, this is a championship. But on paper, for real, if you look, they have real good talent. And on the court, they got real good talent. But they do this very odd thing where they start, what's my man? Murphy at like the 5 a lot instead of Missy coming off the bench. And I think if you're starting, your tallest starter is 6'6", we better take advantage of that. And I really want to see us go out there and mollywop the first quarter. I think that's the key to this whole thing. Rebound, you know, defense in the middle, and take advantage of the size difference. because they are going to try to they are going to play tough. They are going to play, I wouldn't say they're not like they're not like dirty, grimy like type tough, but they play tough. It's different than Detroit. It's right. Physical. That's the word I was looking for. So we got to play physical with them, but I really believe the key to this game is 100% out rebounding them, and there's no reason why we can't do that, especially if both our big men are playing, and they are, and but let's not sleep on them, at all. And they got guys on the bench too that we're talking about some of these other guys, but like Fears and Queens and people like that, these guys can ball. They might look a little awkward with it. Queen looks a little awkward with it, but he still can ball. Right. So they got I went and looked at it after I heard about it. That they got some European kid who could fly, who did some like 360 alley-oop thing. So I heard that earlier. I didn't see it live, and I checked it, and it was phenomenal. It was crazy. So they have an athletic team, and we all know what Murray can do or used to do, or and same thing with Zion. Zion, number one pick. Let's keep it funky, man. So, and they're playing against the Knicks, so nothing need to be said more than that.
Facts, real talk. Well, to the chat, man. So to the chat, Latoria, what's good? I see you, sister. Appreciate you coming in. Size 9 in the building, like Shop House. Like I said, what's important to me, this team is like a bunch of jackrabbits. Like they like to get up down there and like just whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Met Nick fan, let's go. What's good? I see you, my man. Salute. What's popping? Appreciate you, my brother. For real. But yeah, man, them cats get up and down the court. They're a bunch of jackrabbits. They can move. I mean, they are good. They're athletic. This team, like I said, one for injuries, and man, this team would be in the playoffs. Forget the play in. I think they that talented. They would have been, man. Listen, they got a talented ass team down there, bro. For real. And they got guys who can get it. Herb Jones defend with the best of them. Devontae Murray defend with the best of them. Zion can defend with the best of them when he on his game. So and you obviously Trey Murphy III, he's over talented. These cats can light up from outside. They got athleticism. James Barrero is not a bad coach. They got a good bench. So I like this game for a lot of reasons. Like I said, this is a big test. These next 2 games to me, the next 4 or 5 games is a big test for me for a lot of reasons. Like I said earlier, these games, the Knicks playing the next 5 teams, is playoff caliber teams. They all playoff caliber teams. And that bodes well for us because now we're not going into the playoff playing some old nonchalant team. Even at the end of the season, the last 3 teams who we got, Boston, Toronto, and somebody else. So this is good for the Knicks because you want to play that real good competition. So when you go into the playoff, you don't feel you got in there playing some old weak team, and now you're like, no, they're gonna be up for this shit. I'm really tonight, man, because it's iron sharp as iron, like I said, and they both stellar competition. And Zion them is a handful. I love this game. I love everything about it. I do like our team in this. I think our front line is more dominant than theirs from a rebounding standpoint, a height standpoint. They don't. I don't think they can deal with it, and I do believe Jalen Brunson is. I don't think they got no match for him. Good as Devontae Murray is on defense, he's no match for Jalen Brunson because of the way that Jalen Brunson plays basketball. Not because Devontae Murray is not a good defender. It's because the way Jalen Brunson plays basketball. That means Devontae Murray got to try to keep up with his speed, his shiftiness, his craftiness, and that's gonna be hard to do. It's hard for a lot of teams to do against Jalen Brunson. So I like these matchups, man. I want to see the Zion and Anunoby matchup, or Mikal and whether it's Herb Jones or my man Murphy, or it's even Devontae Murray. Josh Hart got to play a big role in that tonight, but he might got to defend one of them guys. So it's gonna be fun tonight, man. I'm really looking forward to it, Shop Powers.
Yeah, this team would probably be way better if all the first 4 guys that you mentioned wasn't always hurt. And I mean, Herb Jones, we wanted Herb Jones, but the reason why we get him, we always compared him to Mitchell Robinson. And I mean, everybody talk about Zion Williams. Oh, get Zion Williams over here, Zion Williams. We complain about Mitchell Robinson. We complain about Mitchell Robinson being hurt a little bit, and we talk about getting Zion. Are you kidding me?
Zion.
You know what I mean? But in fairness, bringing him from a team like the Pelicans, and not saying their medical team is not good, but to bring Zion over to a New York team that has this type of thing, that look what they have done for Mitchell Robinson. So maybe they could maneuver Zion into a more predominant role here. You know, his name might be mentioned next in the offseason. You know what I mean? It's chances of that too. But all these guys Trey Murphy hurt. All these guys are always, I mean, I don't want to say always hurt, but I don't know if they even, these 5 starting guys have probably only played maybe 10 games together this year, all together this starting lineup. So with that being said, with this team, that team maybe having 40 games of consecutive play might be a different way of looking at them. With that being said, can I be taken likely? And they playing at the guard, and you know what everybody want to do when he's the guard. And with that being said, Nick Nation, I'm sorry for running my mouth too much.
Nah, it's all good, brothers. How y'all doing?
You good, my man. We in here, man. You know, we in here.
Classic trap game, baby. Classic trap game right here. Everything's set up for it. We all right in the right places. We could take second place tonight or go right into it. Right. You know, you got these guys playing OKC tomorrow, right? I think it is the Celtics.
Yep. Austin, yep. Facts.
Yeah, so this is the stars, the moons are lined up, you know. We got to get it right. You know what I'm saying? You got to get it right tonight.
We got to, man. This like I was saying earlier. I'll give it right back to you. This is a uber talented team. It's a bad record, good team. A good team. I mean, these cats got talent.
Talent-wise, yeah.
Their record don't manifest who they are. You know what I mean? Because all the stuff all the variable that went into the season with like Willie Green being fired and guys injured and so on and so on. But they got some talent, Nick Nation. That's why they got to go out there and get a pop. I like it though, because this is what I want to see in the next 5 games. Like I said, we got them tonight. Charlotte, they down here Thursday. Then we got OKC, the Rockets. And then we got Atlanta also as well. So we got teams that's going to shape and mold us for the playoffs, man. I'm happy about the schedule at the end of the year. I like this shit, man, because I don't want to go in there playing Washington, playing the Nets with the last game of the season going into the playoffs, because you're going to go into the playoffs like, okay, we good. We need to beat up these. Nah. These teams keep you on your heels, Nick Nation. They keep you on your heels. That's what I like about this game tonight.
Yeah. Let's see what, the biggest thing for us is if we can come out early and attacked early. And I mean attack on defense early. Don't let these guys sit and get comfortable and do what they think they want to do. Cut them off on some of their moves, initially, strike at the ball, make them uncomfortable. If we can make them uncomfortable early, it sets a tone. When we don't, when we allow teams to come in and just say, all right, our thought pattern is, all right, let's get into our offense. Let's get into our flows and move smoothly. That's not really what we want to do. We want to attack them more on defense. We want to put our energy first to make opponents uncomfortable, you know what I mean? And then we're home. Eventually our offense points will take in and kick in. But when we sit back and, and try to wait and go, okay, these guys are screening and what they're doing. No, you got to beat them and cut them off before they even get to the screen. Cut them off, reroute them on their routes, headed toward the basket or, on that 3-point line, chase them off, reroute them. We have to do things right in the beginning to shake them up. If we don't, this is what leads us to problems. Next thing you know, we're going into a quarter where we got 20 points and they got 34 or something like that. We need to learn, Mitchell Robinson said it. It was a key what he said. We got to honor and play the game the way that the game should be played. What we doing is coming out and, lapsing and doing all this other nonsense, and focusing on things that really don't matter as much. We need to come out aggressively on defense and do what we need to do, period, point blank. All that other stuff, throw it out the window. None of that means nothing. I get it. Cats come to Madison Square Garden. They want to light it up. They want to do their thing. But this is where the object of us is to say, hey, no, and at no means, allowing it. So let's get out to a real good start here. And, this should be a straight up win if we can, wear them down early. And, with all the guys coming off the bench, bringing energy, pushing each other, pushing hard, talking, Yep. I love that some of these young guys, they are not scared to talk to these veterans and, and point out certain things, and the veterans pointing back to them. Communication is the key early on to see what they're doing. And please, let's not wait. If they're taking certain things away from us or doing certain things, it really shouldn't take a team like this that is these many veterans to make the adjustment, and some of the adjustment on their own, or at least by the first quarter, make that fly change. Boom. It shouldn't have to take to third quarter, none of that. We should be able to adjust to these things straight out. So
4 minutes, 4 plays or something like that. You're right.
Let me ask you a question. I want Jay to answer a question. I'm going to piggyback off Nick Nation, but let me shout out the chat right quick if y'all don't mind, because some people just stepped in the building. Like I said, what's good? Metnick fan. Who else I missed? They came in the building. I don't want to leave nobody. Radu, what's poppin', man? Good to see you, my man. Appreciate you coming.
Agent Super Argo.
Agent Super Argo is back. Nick Yak is back. What's good? Salute to the whole chat, man. Salute to everybody, man. Hey, don't front, hit that button. It don't cost you nothing. Y'all know how we get down. Jay Chosen, I believe tonight we got to slow down that fast-paced team of theirs. I mean, they like to get up and down. They got a lot of jackrabbits, like I said earlier. So just to piggyback off Nick Nation, our defense got to be prevalent tonight. They got to be on point, but they also got to get back on defense tonight. Them guys, they got Zion and them cats run up. They would run up the court 80 miles an hour, pull up and shoot a three. They would pull up and run up and just straight up pull up and shoot a three. So what's your thought on how Knicks need to defend these guys tonight? To piggyback off of myself and Nick Nation, how do we need to defend these guys tonight to get the victory? You thinking that from that standpoint?
Listen, man, whatever we do, we gotta stay in front of them. I don't care how we do the ticky-tack fouls, the two hands in the sky, keeping your body positioned in wherever they are. If the basket's over here, turn yourself 3/4 towards them, keep them away from keep yourself in between them and the passing lanes, clog the lane up defensive wise. When Mitch is in there, stay under there. Our key I said something very similar to what Nick Nate said, but I really believe that our height difference is going to make a major difference tonight, regardless. I really believe that is the biggest thing. And getting the rebounds and playing tight D. I think that we have the two guys, OG and Mikhail, is going to make a major difference. OG has to play at his best tonight. I really, like I said before, this is not the same team just because of that record. They have incredible defense. They have incredible talented people on that team. So they're gonna have to use. I'm interested to see what Brown does, because their height is all around the same height. Their height is pretty close. Like, I mean, on the whole team wise, before they bring in Missy and whoever else. So I'm interested to see who they're gonna use. Now, especially now that Shaman's not playing, and we don't have the extra defense and stuff like that. So it's gonna have to be Bridges. It's gonna have to be OG. I really think they're gonna probably put Diawara is gonna have to step up.
That's who I think is gonna be the key package for me. I think Diawara got to be that guy off the bench tonight from a defense standpoint. So I agree with you there. I think he got to be that piece tonight without Shaman, without Deuce and Bride. His defense got to be special for us tonight. And I think he'll come through tonight.
Yeah, that's the one guy that I think, you remember too, they're young guys. Listen, Zion, I think, with all the Nick talk and everything that's been talked between him and everything, he's going to come in here and try to do a bunch of stuff. I agree with you. I think that I'm not quite sure who they're going to put on who, But like at times, I would put OG on him a lot, not just on
That's
Murphy.
the matchup. That is definitely the matchup.
That's definitely a matchup for me. No doubt about it, right?
That's no
So
question.
so that's the matchup for me. So if that's the matchup, that means that Diawara is going to play a lot of this game because he's going to have to play defense, and where he may lack in technical defense, he excels in energy and youthfulness and you know what I'm saying, and being aware of, and he's a very smart kid. He's picked up on a lot of the stuff that they're doing on defense, especially from OG and from Mitch. And I think that he's going to have a hell of a game of defense, and we're going to need it from him.
Yep. Real sharp power. Just to piggyback what we were talking about from the defense standpoint, what you want to see tonight? You know that
I'm going to go through my spiel tonight since it's early. Control the pace. You know what I mean? The one thing about this team, if they can control the pace, they can limit shots to what they want to do. If you want to push the ball or if you want to slow it down, they do that very good. Grab rebounds, like Nick Nexus said, and I concur. It's very intricate for the win tonight. Stopping these guys and limiting them to one shot at the basket. I mean, hitting your free throws, also essential, been essential all year long. I mean, let's not get down to the last couple of minutes and start wanting to miss free throws and stuff like that. Let's stay over 37% for three-point land. We're about that now. Let's stay over 27 assists. You know what I mean? Anything over 27 assists is good for me. 30 is a bonus. I mean, last you see what happens when we get into 30, 32, 30. You see what happens. I mean, so anything over 27 makes me happy. I mean, my player of the game tonight is going to be Shohan. I think Shohan is going to get some minutes tonight because I think, at least I hope he gets some minutes tonight. And he's going to be my player of the game. I'm going to throw it out there early tonight. I think the Knicks crush these guys tonight. You know what I mean? And I want them to set it. Let's set an example. I mean, 115 to 87, 115-87. Let's make an example. You know what I mean? Even though this team is a good team, let's show, like Nick Nation said early, let's start early and get to that defense quick. 26 points, we score over 28 points in the first quarter. When the matchups is like that, we keep teams to 26, we go 28-32, we fare better in third, fourth quarter. We really excel then. Anyway, Knicks 115-87, let's get it.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass it to Nick Nation real quick. Let me say this here too. Big game, Alvarado going back against his former team.
I thought about it.
Yeah, Alvarado.
I didn't even think about that.
Team, and that, but I just want to piggyback on Shot Powers. I liked it, my man Shohan energy the other night. I
did too. I think he deserves a couple of minutes tonight.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I think so.
And I think him and I'm gonna tell you, him, Diawara, and Mitch tonight can come out.
I'm just saying I'm not trying to take no minutes up, but I've been saying why everybody's like, oh, Shohan and Diawara, they're gonna have to fight. No, put them in together. One person does another thing, the other one does the other thing. It works like a yin and a yang, you know what I mean? Put it in.
Yeah, he gonna be pivotal tonight.
I have it on my arm. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, you know, one thing I want to see tonight, Nick Nation, and you can chime in on this here. If our front line be dominant tonight, we blow them out. If our front line don't be dominant tonight, it could be a long game. Because I mean, you wearing our wings out. That means Anunoby and them got enough damn pressure just trying to guard Zion and Trey Murphy. Right. You know? So I think Big Cat and Mitchell Robinson got to go out there and eat tonight to make this thing a little bit more easier to sustain tonight. Because them cats gonna come at us tonight for sure.
Yeah, for sure. We earning our right to get second chance shots with, getting that offensive rebound. That's what, that's definitely a plus that we have. If we utilize it though, that's the thing about it is we have the tools. We need to fortify and learn how to use them better and make it a point to say here, force them into the insides, which would give us cleaner shots on the outside. But they have to, apply that pressure by throwing these alleys, letting Cat press a couple of them cats downtown, letting them understand early that, hey, you're going to have to take your 5-man crew and you're going to have to pack them into this paint and see if we can survive and live, you know what I mean, on the outside hitting these 3-point shots. But in order to make those 3-point shots available to us, to me, it's inside out, not outside in. So let's hopefully, you know what I mean, we use that ideology. That's how I feel about it. Coaches or whatever else they do, that can show up something differently. But right now, you know, we definitely have to focus on second chance. And hey, tonight, Mikhail's got to earn his money. He's got to come in here and, you know, this is a wing stop point that we need tonight. You know, we like to talk about it as far as, you know, the wing thing, but
a wing thing. Yeah, I knew you were going to say.
This is definitely one of those games, brother. This is definitely one of those games. And without it, you know, this is where a team like this gets the confidence. So our wings have to apply that pressure early, you know, early. Stay out of foul trouble and apply that pressure early. And like you guys said, bringing in guys like, you know, Sohan, especially if you can get these guys to close out quarters better defensively, you know, and close out the half. You know what I mean? And put that guy, push Sohan in some of those key moments and, you know, give them different looks. Don't let Trey Murphy III all of a sudden get comfortable. That boy can shoot from deep and shoot from the locale. Deep threes, you know what I mean? He's long, he's super long, you know, so you need guys like Dewara coming in and out. You need guys like Sohan with these 6'8", 6'9", long wingspans to, you know, present different looks to him and go at him. You know,
with high energy, I totally sorry to cut you off, Devon, with the high energy, and I think that's really what it's about, matching their energy. The only thing that they have us in right now is pace. That really is where the difference lies, is in pace. So I kind of like I was listening to you, but you said from the inside out, right? Is that something that you said? And I totally agree with that 1,000%. I believe that we play inside tonight, we whoop their ass, period. Because they can't match us underneath, period. So I hope we don't turn it into a 3-point game on and Mikhail didn't do that.
Do not want to take 44 threes tonight and only hitting 10 or some crap. Let's kill the Billy ball. I mean, they've been playing a little better bully ball too. The field goal percentages has been pretty high recently. And Cad, Brunson, even Mikhail, even in the last game, he had a pretty decent game. I think it was 6-11, 6-12 or something like that. He had a pretty good 3 or 4, 2 or 3 3-pointers out of maybe 5 or 6, something like that. Pretty good numbers, you know what I mean? So the defense is the key. Rebounding the basketball, staying in front of these guys, and multiple switches with Sohan and Dewara. How can you be mad with Mitchell Robinson there? I love that Mitchell Robinson, Dewara, and Sohan on the court. You know what I mean? Alvarado, and maybe Deuce, when he come back, and maybe Deuce. Or you know what I mean, and then you switch Deuce in without, you know, and however you want to do it.
Hey, listen. Alvarado, Deuce and Bride, Dewara, Sohan, and Mitchell Robinson will be a problem for any offense team. All 5 of them dudes could play defense, and they play it good too. Ain't like they slouches, but that would be interesting. But tonight, I agree. We got to go in there. We out rebound these guys. Like I said earlier, Big Cat 12 rebound a game. Josh Harden 7, almost 8 rebound a game. 2 guys get 20 rebounds. It takes 4 guys in they start lining to get 20 rebounds. Now you add Anunoby 6.5 rebounds. So if you go in there and play inside out like y'all said, throw that ball down in the paint, beat the shit out of them down there. But here's going to be another key thing what I like about this game. Good as Zion is, his jump shot game is not there though. So Anunoby stay in front of him. If Anunoby stay in front of Zion tonight, he's going to have a long night tonight. Because number one, Anunoby got a little bit of height over him. Number one, Anunoby physical too, but I mean, he ain't no Zion. Zion is a physical specimen. Let's not get it twisted. He's strong. Knock down a motherfucking house, that big dude. But I like the fact that my man got the NBA, Anunoby got the defense talent to make it tough on him. He's going to have to dunk that ball on him. He ain't shooting no jump shots over Anunoby. because he don't have one like that. He got one, but it ain't a high average jump shot. I don't want to cheat the man of his talent. It's not a high percentage jump shot, but he can shoot if he open. Anybody can hit it. I like that aspect, but like Nick Nation said, Trey Murphy. Not only Trey Murphy can shoot the ball, that dude athletic too. He throw windmills, and this team is like they remind me of the old Clippers, Lob City.
Yeah. We talked about getting Trey Murphy too, but he's been injured too.
But I think, ladies and gentlemen, I think that defense come to play tonight. I really believe this is a big test for the New York Knicks. It's not because it's a playoff team, because it's playoff talent. I believe they go out there tonight. If Tyler Cousins scored 53 points in 2 games, we can do it against anybody. Shoot to Tyler Cousins, man. 42 came in.
I'm on the Colic high, baby. I'm still on the high, baby. I'm still in there.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, Colic. I'm with you on that.
Yeah, I got it.
How they do the new 3-point one? How they do?
Yeah, right.
Your man out there. Your man out there. He got the coochie.
Right.
He got the coochie 3-point eater. You know
right.
what I'm saying? That's what he out there doing.
Right. But listen, I got the New York Knicks tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I think our boy coming to play tonight. The big test gonna be a tough game. I like the way this thing gonna go down. I got the New York Knicks lady tonight, 117-101. 117-101.
I like that.
I know who I'm going with tonight, man. I'm going Big Cat tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Big Cat gonna go for 30 tonight. I got Big Knicks one senior moment. Pardon me.
You said 117 and 101. 117, 101.
117, 101. Let's get it.
Go ahead, sir.
Who's on now? Me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, I'm gonna go 112, 101.
Where the players dwell.
112, yeah, where the players dwell. 112, 101. Knicks, baby. Let me see. My player. Ooh. Who I'm gonna go with tonight? I'm gonna pick a dark horse. He's got to come alive at some time. I'm going Mikhail.
I knew you were gonna. I was gonna text you to go with Mikhail. Go with Mikhail.
Nick Nation and Jay chosen them up the bar though. Listen, make the motherfucker feel good like Tony. Get up in your middle like Moni tonight. Now,
bars.
You still got it, baby.
Bars.
Let him know you still got it, baby.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, so listen, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say that we need to, no doubtedly, slow down their pace, match their pace, and at some point, when we say closing out, we need to close out defensively and offensively. Make sure that we make stops. Even if we don't, if we keep our lead and we're not making shots, make stops. That's all that matters to me. That same thing, closing out, is good enough for me. Is making stops is good enough. And I want to see 30 assists tonight from me. And I'm going to go. Last thing, I'm glad we're playing them. Out of the 4 teams that we played, I'm glad we're playing them going into this stretch because they're closer. These other people are. All right, so I'm going to go. I see a game of 111-98. 111-98.
Okay.
That's not a bad score. My big thing is trying to keep them on the 100. Everybody think I was trying to really embarrass them.
Let me tell you how crazy this is. The last game, ladies and gentlemen, I had the best prediction, even though it was 20.4. Ain't none of us see that shit. I think somebody had it close to that, but I didn't see 140 something coming. So overall,
I think Darlene had like 130. Miss Darlene had like, didn't she have like 135 or something like that? I think she had a big number. I think and a low score for them. I think I remember that.
Well, this is good, man.
I had a number, right, that if they were to stop, and I was going to text you guys, but it was 4 minutes to go, right? I was like, all right, I think they should all just quit right now because I had my number right then. I was like 4 minutes ago. Damn it!
That blew up my whole freaking bet. You know what I mean? I play the over and unders and stuff. Anyway, whatever it is. 140 was not in the. Yeah, 140 was not in the numbers and stuff. That wasn't in the numbers. I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was good on the offense. I was good on the defense side of the ball. Nowhere near that offense shit though.
I do the quarters like we talk about 20,
Yeah, that's
20
high.
26 to 28. That's where we need to be at.
We're gonna be able to get
Facts.
to tonight before the game start. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy it. First of all, salute to this distinguished panel right here. They always get this thing going up in here, man. These cats is fire up in here. That's why I said I go home and go to bed and I said, man, you know what? I'm blessed to be around some educated brothers like y'all, man, because it just make me want to even go harder at what I do and everything like that, man. So I appreciate brothers. Real talk always coming up on here, giving our Knicks fans what they need. But we need to go ahead and get New Orleans what they need tonight. That ass with
Facts.
for sure. You know what I mean? This is a big game. Like Nick they just said. The star of the line, but damn, this shit is too close for comfort, ladies and gentlemen.
Too close for comfort, brother.
Too close for
We
comfort,
need to get
man.
this win. Big shout out to the chat out there too, man. A lot of people coming in. Appreciate it, man.
Yo, hit them up.
Yeah, no doubt, man.
What's my
And
man?
that's all it's about. It's about the chat, right? It's
Right.
always what it's about.
Yeah, and I can't pronounce my man. I got at brother, if I pronounce the name, pardon me.
Yeah.
Fern Tasky.
Tasky, yeah.
Right. But salute to my man I-Tas. I'm gonna put it like that. I-Tas, thank you for coming, my man. It's the first time I seen you in there. Appreciate Rodriguez. Good to see you, man. I'm glad to see you in the chat tonight. Salute to everybody in the building. Make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe for your brother. Tell a friend, man. We trying to get this thing rolling and all that good stuff. But let's go get it, man. Listen, only two big games tonight. Magic and Cleveland. Cleveland gonna be a good game. Magic and Cleveland. And other than that, it's us and Pelicans and the Hornets got the Kings, so whatever. But tomorrow got some big games too, ladies and gentlemen. We got the Hawks and Pistons, Heat and Cavaliers. You got the Thunder in Boston. I mean, it goes on tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. NBA gonna be crazy tomorrow, man. So a lot of games benefit us. The most important one is gonna be that Thunder and Boston Celtics game. Let's go out there and hopefully win tonight, and hope these guys can go in there and beat the Thunder, because they did. Celtics just lose. Who they just lost to at home the other night?
Yeah.
Oh, they lost to Minnesota. Without Anthony Edwards. So that could bode well.
Without him. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for coming in. All is good, man. Peace to the family, the chat. Jay Children, Sharp Powers, Nick Nation, the Bind, the chat. That's where it's at. We see y'all, man. Enjoy the game, everybody, man. Peace.
Peace. That's real talk, you know.
Sure, let's do it.
Let's go.
You are now about to witness
Knicks Real Talk just entered the chat. We ain't Google apps like Google Maps. We don't use our YouTube frugal with stats as usual facts. It's your man, the Mr. Brand, his hands on, going hard like calluses. Who's style this? Aiming at your mental with the game analysis. On a pregame show, read the script, you know we get it like crypto. On the rip though, I side really cryptic, we locked them from the get-go. On this Knicks show, it's the co-pilots in the cloud like Microsoft. We hot like salt, the KRT drip club leading up to tip off. We feel like confident, put your Nick content in beast mode like my charm. We a cheat code, we roll the bar too far for you to reach on. We get our teach on the show that's fire. Price Knicks going to the wire. Get the entire game, somewhere in front of me, the numbers be. They don't lie, so we popped up from the third eye. You heard why? It's the #1 pregame show that's hitting like Soto. But picture the photo of your broke to the lens of that moto. It's the OGs, we outside riding on orange blue sky. And Metropolitan, we connect in the vets go wallowing. And the matters with the massive without shaking asses. The team streaming, I made the platform with facts and fans asking who the creed that's in the building killing this Nick assassin.
You are now about to witness
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
You are now about to witness
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
You are now about to witness
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire! He's on fire! He's on fire!